Remember that ad that came out that the Romney campaign put out saying Jeep is moving production overseas and now Jeeps are going to be made overseas and we're outsourcing American Jeeps to China or wherever it was. And it was basically called the lie of the year. A number of different fact check organizations said it was simply untrue. Steve Doocy from Fox News, I don't know why, but he's revisiting this again. Just yesterday or the day before, he said, you know what? That lie of the year was actually true. This is the piece that Steve Doocy ran, and then he had a whole thing, and it's still not true. That's the thing. It's still a lie. But Steve Doocy insisting, Lewis. Take a look at this.
Some called this ad the nail in the coffin for the Romney campaign, and one fact-checking website even called it the lie of the year. Take a listen.
Yeah.
Obama took GM and Chrysler into bankruptcy and sold Chrysler to Italians who are going to build Jeeps in China.
Right. Now, let's just stop right there for a second. Remember when Mitt Romney was actually saying, let Detroit go bankrupt? And then remember when Obama saved Detroit? And then Mitt Romney said, well, actually, what Obama did is what I would have done anyway. I just want to remind people of that because they may have forgotten about that. Right. So already the ad's absurd. But now let's go back to Steve Doocy.
Mitt Romney will fight for every American job.
Okay, so that was a Mitt Romney ad saying that they were going to build Jeeps in China. And it was labeled a lie. But now it seems the joke is on them. Chrysler just announced that 100,000 Jeeps will actually be made in China starting next year.
For the Chinese market.
Well, okay, Natan, but you're getting ahead of me there. So there's Steve Doocy. So it's funny because, first of all, if you look at his body language, he almost seems disgusted that he's even doing this story. I'm actually questioning whether this came from above because I mean, look at this screenshot that we have even here. He seems almost disgusted with himself. He knows how absurd this is, but maybe he doesn't. Okay, so he's doing the story. So he says, well, it's just been announced. So first of all, the Jeeps that are going to be built overseas are for China. Okay, they're being built for overseas markets, and it's January. The allegation was in October that in other words, American-owned vehicles produced for the American market, were being moved from the U.S. to China. Of course, that's not the case. More Jeeps, more Chrysler vehicles than ever, more Jeeps than ever were built here in the U.S. So is he implying that the ad was wrong then, but it happened to now be vindicated, so it was like a fortune-telling video? It's ridiculous.
Not only is there no point to running this story at this point, I think it probably did come from above. I don't know why.
He seems to. He almost has he's chewing on something that's disgusting. He seems like this is a disgusting
sucking
story.
on a lemon.
Yeah. I don't blame the guy.
It is a bitter pill to swallow.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Steve Doocy.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Steve Doocy.
I almost feel bad for the guy.
I honestly kind of do. It's just like you got to go up there and pull this nonsense where now Jeep production is doing so well, it's tripled in the U.S., and now they're actually going to start what President Obama said. Instead of us driving Chinese cars, why aren't the Chinese driving American cars? Well, it's starting to happen, and Steve Doocy is forced by someone, presumably, to come out there and play this role. It's really sad. It really is sad. I feel bad for the guy.
Yeah.
But he's probably making good money, so I guess I don't feel that bad
I'm
for
sure
him.
he is.
On today's bonus show, a large river discovered on Mars, Japan considering wind farms to replace nuclear energy, full stop, just to replace nuclear energy, and vibrating steering wheels. The bonus show is a great show. Producer Lewis hosts it. DavidPakman.com/membership is how you sign up for membership. Not only do you get the bonus show, but you get a ton of other great member benefits, including the commercial-free podcast and the full TV show with no commercials and a bunch of other stuff. But most importantly, Lewis, you're supporting this program. You're supporting alternative, independent, progressive media. We're mostly funded by these memberships, and I encourage you to get involved. DavidPakman.com/membership. We'll take a break. I want to talk about the latest Pat Robertson comment, the latest evolution nonsense, and later we'll talk to an adjudicator from Guinness Book of World Records. I want to figure out how we can get a show-related world record in there. We'll take a break. Back after this.
The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.